think when I was younger, I was so stressed out about results. And it takes a while to figure out this whole world and racing and how to win races. And when you start out, you're not usually in a position to win a race. You usually have a domestique role, but you can learn a lot in that role. And I did that role for a couple of years, and I got to watch really excellent GC riders from that perspective. And then when it became my turn to really go for results, I felt like I was ready. I realized pretty early on that I was pretty good at climbing and pretty bad at most other aspects of cycling. And so I really put in hard work at getting better at some of my weaknesses. And I had a teammate, Allison Powers, who kind of took me under her wing, and I would go and work on skills with her. Because I got into cycling later than a lot of people, I wasn't very comfortable sort of bumping elbows in the peloton or controlling my bike through really fast descents and really fast corners. I figured out in the last couple of years that I respond really well to training at altitude, and I've mostly been focused on training at elevation in order to race at elevation, but I've discovered that training at elevation also really helps me with racing at sea level. And so Mammoth Lakes is my home away from home. I kind of come here whenever I can fit it into my race schedule. One of my favorite parts about training in Mammoth Lakes is just the roads out here. You have massive climbs. There's a lot of like 3,000 to 6,000 foot climbs and roads that you won't see a car on for hours at a time. One aspect of being up here in Mammoth Lakes is just really being able to focus. You know, when I'm home, I'm always running around, running errands, trying to get stuff done. And when I come up here, it's really time for me. It's just time for me to focus on my training and being the best cyclist I can be. So the Olympics are in Tokyo in 2020, and they just released the course for the race, and it climbs 9,000 feet, which is kind of my kind of race. And I never expected that I might be trying to go to the Olympics, but I saw this course and I'm really intrigued. It'll be incredibly hard to get there because there's really strong Americans, and so it's quite a journey to get there. I've had a really good season here in America, but for me, the next step is racing in Europe. Just the whole racing style, the feel, there's so much about it that's going to be so different. And so I'm really focused right now on trying to find my feet in the European peloton and figure out how to get results there. And that's a big stepping stone to getting to the Olympics.